do have a star pass. That goes to number 63. Killer B is now jammer for Arc Valley. Siggy calls that one off, but looks like, yes, there was 1 point put up by Killer B. So great job on Killer B to just take that star and race around the track and get a point for their team. Tonka back out there for Arc Valley going up against Doom Buggy. All right, both teams up to start right at that jam line. Tonka to the outside, though, and through, taking that lead position. One more blocker to beat, but oh, nice hit. Still trying to keep Doom Buggy back, but Doom Buggy is able to get through.
It looked like Obsidian doing that blocking there.
Yep, number 37, Obsidian. Yeah, slows down the opposing jammer just enough for Tonka to get 4 points and close up that lead.
Arc Valley rolling high, working their way back up. Of course, Arc Valley is a recreational roller league. They play for fun and fairness.
All right, Lethal Intention, who had a big run the last time they had the star, 20 points.
And Shook Me All Night, number 30, wearing the star for Arc Valley High Rollers.
Well, Lethal Ejection taken out on the outside track, but then so is Shook Me All Night. And, it is Lethal with lead position, but Shook Me All Night is right on their heels.
Lethal Intention signaling to call off the jam, had to make it bigger.
Yeah.
They didn't see it at first. You have to remember the refs are blind.
Need those big arm motions. All right, number 24 in black is Ravage going up against Paula of Sin City in white. Right. Oh, yeah, nice. Ravage sees an opening right off the jam line and gets a quick lead.
Looks like a bunch of the pack wants to lie around on the floor for a little while. That happens occasionally.
We do have a cut track, so no, that is Ravage going to the box. So this will go the full 2 minutes. Lead has been lost.
Chance for Paola to pick up a bunch of points. If she can.
All right.
Valley
with a little bit of offensive help, but the rest of the team, Sin City's team staying back. Now Paola's fighting their way through, stays in. Nice try by the Arc Valley defense to knock him out, but Paola just able to keep in bounds and get through for 4. Ravage back out of the box, now approaching the back.
Ravage doing a good job to send Paola down.
Yeah, that is Tonka of Arc Valley going to the box with a back block call. Ravage trying to shove their way through right in front of us here and is brought out by number 15.
It's a
Freudian slap. We've had a couple good stops and hits here already this game.
Ravage gets recycled and runs into a tripod of Sin City.
Yeah, 2 minutes is a long time when you're a jammer. We have coming down the last few seconds of this jam. Paola has been able to put up 12 points. Ravage is through. And that jam time is done. Yeah.
Ravage just pick up 4 points for Arc Valley High Rollers. Current score 71-42. Sin City Roller Derby in the lead.
All right, we have another official timeout called. So we're just above the 9-minute mark here left in our first half.
Get your raffle tickets, $1 per ticket or $25 per wingspan. There's 3 baskets, a skater basket, a summer basket, and a local basket. We're going to announce those winners during halftime in the final game on Sunday. You don't need to be present to win, but you do need to leave some contact information, and you've got to come back over here to the Derby Depot to collect it.
Speaking of, as we have our halftime intermission coming up as the clock winds down here, you can visit our vendors that we have here. We have Tortured Truffles, LLC, as a home-based cottage licensed chocolate and candy shop located in West Valley City. Not only are their confections beautifully unique, but they are of the highest quality in terms of taste, ingredient use, and presentation. I can attest to that as I've already bought some this morning, and yeah.
Nice. Wormhole, number 555, out there wearing the star for Sin City. Number 30, Shook Me All Night, jamming for Arc Valley High Rollers. Wormhole getting knocked around. Wormhole gets knocked out and recycled behind number 719, Swiss Missile.
Both teams with a strong defense here. Lead is still open. But now it is no pass, no penalty as Wormhole gets through. So there has not been a lead assessed yet.
Looks like Arc Valley picks up lead jammer, number 30, Shook Me All Night.
Both jammers fighting hard for some points here.
Shook Me pushing up at the front. 4 points for Shook Me All Night.
Wormhole with another try, but no, is stopped on the outside. Brought back by Arc Valley. Nice! Like dip on through is Shook Me All Night. Now with 8 points on this jam.
Shaking Sin City a little bit, shaking their lead.
And Wormhole through it. No, great good tandem blocking there by Arc Valley to stop Wormhole as they almost made it through.
Shook Me calls off the jam. Arc Valley carving into that Sin City lead, 75-52. Sin City's still up.
Yeah, and as we've seen in Derby and we've seen in this game already, 20 points can get scored on one jam. So, 75-52 point game, that lead can disappear in 2 minutes.
It's pretty much anybody's game until about halfway through the second half.
Right.
So I've seen some pretty amazing turnarounds.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so team timeout has been called by Arc Valley, so that gives both teams 1 minute to kind of rest and talk over some strategy.
Let's talk a little bit about Pizza Pie Pizza, beloved pizzeria here in Salt Lake City, known for its delicious oversized slices and unique flavor combinations. Check them out. They've been a longtime sponsor and supporter of Utah Roller Derby. That's Pie Pizzeria.
All right, rolling whistle sound. So teams get back on the track and we're ready to go again.
Tonka wearing the star for Arc Valley High Rollers.
Up against Siggy Star Crush. All right, both teams, they definitely both opt to start right up on that jam line.
Tonka finds that opening right on the outside, right off the line, and busts through first. Lead jammer Tonka for Arc Valley High Rollers.
Coming through for their scoring run, and a nice hit to the outside to stop their momentum.
Tonka throws some heavy hits and busts on through.
Well, we do have a star pass, so now it is a Freudian slap as the jammer for Sin City, as Tonka calls that one off before they can put up some points. So now we have a 75-55 game, so 20 points.
Number 222 lining up out there I think that must be Whisk Taker.
Yeah, okay. We have 2-2 listed as a virus or whisk taker, so we need to establish which one is which here at halftime so we can give you the. Yeah, it looks like it is whisk taker. Reading the back of their jersey.
A lot of twos out there. Meanwhile, Doom Buggy jamming for Sin City takes lead jammer. Doom Buggy.
All right. Weaving their way through and now pushing. Trying to push that wall back. See if they can spread them out some, and they are successful. 4 points for Doom Buggy.
Finally found just a little bit of space on the outside and pushed right around.
Here we have a star pass now by Arc Valley. That may be called back. There is a penalty called. Yeah, so it may have been an illegal star pass may have occurred, or yeah, that was Whisk Taker with some penalty called against them, so they will take back the jammer star and sit on the bench, and this will give a power jam opportunity for Sin City and really kind of spread out their point lead here.
Doom Buggy makes it through. 4 points for Doom Buggy and Sin City.
All right.
And Doom Buggy calls off that jam.
12 points. Nice job by Doom Buggy. And we have Lethal Intention back out as, Whisk Taker still in the box, so this will be a power start in favor of Sin City.
Arc Valley High Roller sending out what looks to be a impressive blocking team to take advantage.
Lethal Intention pushing, one more to beat, and does.
Lead jammer, Lethal Intention for Sin City Roller Derby.
Yeah, it looks like one of the Arc Valley, that looks like that was a virus of Arc Valley being sent to the box. With a nice burst of speed is Lethal Intention for 4 points, and they call that one off.
Shook Me did take the star pass, but didn't get to do anything with it. Arc Valley was formed in 2010, and they've been a Whipton member, a mentor league, and formed a junior league in 2020. They try to keep participation high by making sports accessible, welcoming, and rewarding.
719. Swiss Missile with the Jam Star for the first time for Arc Valley.
Looks
and
like
it is
Paula.
Paula, yep. With lead is Paula. Yep. And there is a star pass. So that is number 37.
Obsidian takes a star for Arc Valley High Rollers.
Paula calls that one off. They were able to get 3 points before doing so.
Wearing the star for Arc Valley High Rollers, it's number 71, Goose.
We have Wormhole for Sin City. All right, Sin City starting a little bit in front of Valley. Now they get right up on that jam line. Tonka providing some good offense for Goose to help them out. Goose goes down to a knee on turn number 1. Wormhole gets through for lead and stays in bounds.
It looked a little bit sketchy there for a second, but
Yeah.
Wormhole did stay in.
And we do have Tonka with a star pass coming the jammer for Arc Valley. Weaves on through for 4. Nice. What a job by Wormhole to get that 4 points.
Wormhole clearly found that wormhole right through the middle of the pack.
Right. Kind of twisted their hips around Shook Me All Night at the last second there to get that last point. Speaking of Shook Me All Night, stays on the track and becomes the jammer for Arc Valley.
Number 19, Ziggy Star Crush. We're the star for Sin City Roller Derby.
All right, Sin City starting up at the pivot line. Okay, we have a no pack call. And so that's looks like failure to reform might have been the penalty called on the Arc Valley pivot as they go to the box.
Ziggy Star Crush gets lead jammer for Sin City.
That shook me all night, brought way back by Sin City. That's number 918. It's Bon Jovi. Now they bring him back out.
They tried to stop Ziggy, but Ziggy got to go on ahead because that pack had just fallen apart. 4 points for Sin City and Ziggy Star Crush.
All right, Ziggy calls that one off as Shook Me All Night was approaching the pack. And time is winding down here. Perhaps the coaches are letting that go to 0.
And at the half, the score is 102 Sin City Roller Derby, 55 Arc Valley High Rollers. And 50 minutes intermission. Go and get your raffle tickets.
Visit the concession stand.
Yep, check those out. Don't forget to head out to Pride June 7th and 8th and check out the SLRD booth at the Pride Festival June 7th and 8th. A Crash Course graduation bout and Uinta home team bout on June 21st. Doors open at 5:30 and it's a Pride theme. June is Pride Month. Get your rainbows on.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've got our crash course going through right now. Some new skaters ready to join our league. So that graduation bout will be their first coming out party as our new roller derby league skaters.
Keeping with the theme for June. As a reminder, thank you so much to everybody who is here as a spectator. Please remember to use the porta potties outside so the inside bathrooms can be used for active skaters and officials, and hopefully announcers.
All right, we'll have another Pride-themed bout. This one will be the Wasatch home teams will go against each other on June 28th. Doors open at 6:30.
Got a Crash Course info night. 9/1/25 at the depot. That's several months from now.
Yeah.
And Crash Course starts 9/17/25. That's September 17th at the depot right here in Salt Lake City.
Yeah. No experience is necessary. I had none when I started. That includes skating. I couldn't even skate when I started. So
when I first started this announcing thing, the skaters said, "Lulu, you should come and skate." And I went and skated. And then they all said, "Lulu, you're a really good announcer," which I knew what that meant.
Right.
Some of us should not skate.
All right, so a reminder that the indoor restrooms are for skaters and officials only. We do have porta potties set up outside for everyone else.
And if you're joining us online, thank you so much for tuning in. It's really awesome to have you there. So I was interested to hear that Bad Beats, the name of the Sin City team, Bad Beats is a poker term for when a hand that should be strong cards loses. Since I don't understand anything about gambling, I read the description and went, huh?
Yeah.
But I believe it.
Other than what hand beats what, that's about all I know about poker. So
You're like doing way better than me on that. Then I know there's like straights and flushes. I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Wormhole, Ziggy, and Rocket are having their very first games away from home. So, welcome to Salt Lake City.
Yeah, playing really good for kind of first time being part of a away tournament anyway. I don't know
Yeah.
if this is their first tournament as well.
Shout out to Arc Valley High Rollers sponsors in their hometown, Ramps and Alley Skate Shop. Check them out, Ramps and Alley Skate Shop. If you want to skate, you should go to Ramps and Alleys. And a big shout out to Coach Phoenix's kitty cats, Zoe, Tessa, and Cleo. They're having their quinceanera. And our coach, the coach, Phoenix, can't be there with them. But quinceanera, that's old in cat years.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
And here in Salt Lake, we have the Time Machine Skate Shop, another sponsor of ours, catering to the local skateboarding community, known for its wide selection of skateboards, apparel, and accessories. The shop serves as a hub for all skaters of all levels, from beginners to seasoned pros. With a friendly and knowledgeable staff, Time Machine not only offers quality products, but also fosters a sense of community through events, skate demos, and workshops. The shop's commitment to promoting skate culture and supporting local talent makes it a cherished spot for both skaters and enthusiasts in the area.
And if you're down there in Las Vegas watching right now from the Sin City itself, please check out Sin City sponsors, Paws and Claws, Jackson's Bar and Grill, Reform You Pilates, Imperial Tattoo and Barber, Chrissy Socks, and TMV Productions. About 9.5 minutes left in this intermission.
I know as a player, the 15-minute intermission is the fastest 15 minutes ever. So,
On June 7th, you can check out the BSR bout. June 7th, whistle time is to be determined, but sometime here on June 7th.
hopefully we'll have a time to announce here at some point during this tournament to let people know about that.
July 5th in Moab, Red, White, and Bruised Moab Mashup multi-game event, July 5th. Good way.
Been there the last 2 years for that. Real fun time. As a skater, it's just a great venue to skate at outdoors. Covered pavilion area.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Great scenery all around you as well.
I bet.
Yeah.
I'd like to take a chance to have a big shout out to Colonel Skirts, who is making all of this happen. Of course, all of the volunteers, crew out here, officials, skating and non-skating, our folks who are working up at the front door, the people who came out with their booths, our sponsors, and of course, all the skaters, and of course, the announcers. Can't do this without a lot of people, a lot of meetings, a lot of time.
And next to our concession stand, there is the Blood, Sweat, and Roller Derby, edgy derby apparel created by BSR skating, members of the Beehive Skate Revolution team. With custom design from Hills, a local tattoo artist from here in Salt Lake and former skater. Comfortable shirts and sweatshirts for anybody who is a roller derby fan. Also have some shorts and jean jackets there with a bunch of different designs on. Really cool stuff. Saw some hats there as well. I haven't seen hats there before.
Check out Speed Bump's booth. Uinta's very own Speed Bump is traveling with Team Vietnam to the World Cup in Vienna, Austria. Assist with her adventure by purchasing any of the amazing goods from her booth.
Yeah, there's also a QR code up there that you can scan to have access to more merch that you can get for the Team Vietnam to make their trip to Austria. That's really cool.
That is cool. It's amazing how far roller derby has spread.
Yeah, right.
And back in '05, it was just a handful of teams.
Yeah, it's mostly centered out of Austin and really spread out from there. I remember back in the 80s and 90s when they had kind of like a pro wrestling aspect to it.
Yeah. Was it called like Roller Jam or something? It had a different name, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah. The early days of 2005, they were still doing a little bit of that, but it's like really solidified into a real game, a much more serious game.
Yeah.
Slower and less fights. But nevertheless, very exciting. A lot of fun.
We also have chips and salsa available for purchase at one of our vendors, Salsa de Maples.
And Morenzo Pizza Company. Pizzas are made from scratch and prepared right in front of you. Freshly prepared dough, homemade sauces, and all the ingredients needed to round out your selected menu. Marzano Pizza Company. I don't know if they're set up yet, but
yeah, I have not seen them here yet.
I would sure like a piece of pizza.
Yeah.
That sounds really good right now. I've had a banana.
Red Bull and coffee, that's kind of my thing so far.
Yeah, I did have some coffee too.
Right, we are just 4.5 minutes away from starting up the second half here, so you'll have more time to get. Well, I mean, you'll have time all weekend up to a certain point to get tickets for the raffle, but yeah, I have 3 baskets up there: skater basket, summer basket, and a local basket. We'll announce winners during halftime of the final game on Sunday. I do not need to be present to win. However, you must leave contact information and be willing to come to the depot to collect. That is $1 per ticket or $25 per wingspan. So find someone with long arms to get a wingspan worth of tickets.
If you wait until about 4 o'clock, Johnny is going to be here to announce, and Johnny has got very, very, very long arms. So get Johnny to do it for you.
Weren't able to do the roster at the beginning of the game here for Arc Valley, so I can just go down. Number 30 is Shook Me All Night, team captain. 719 Swiss Missile, number 42 Nikita, number 37 Obsidian, 22 Virus, number 11 Doom, number 24 Ravage, 63 Killer Bee, 888 Kiss of Death, number 222 Whist Taker, number 71 Goose, 2525 Tonka, and 307 Rodeo. Our game number 3 will be Wasatch Roller Derby going up against Idaho Roller Derby. The start time for that is set to 2 o'clock. However, that is subject to change based on when this game finishes up. So yeah, we'll have our first local team of Salt Lake Roller Derby playing.
It's really exciting to have all these teams traveling here to Salt Lake City for this.
Yeah, 8-team tournament, 5 visiting teams. That's really cool.
Really is great. Hope everybody's enjoying their time in Salt Lake City.
It's a little rainy this morning, but it looks like that's cleared up. Although it looks to be pretty cold and cloudy tomorrow, so I don't know.
Well,
It feels fine in here, though, so.
better than when it's really hot,
Yeah.
really dry. 1 minute, 1 minute to roller derby.
Yep, and our volunteers have made sure our track is all cleaned up and ready to go.
Thank you, volunteers.
Tonka will start this one out for Arc Valley. They are up against us.
Doom Buggy.
Doom Buggy.
We've only seen Doom Buggy play a couple of times so far, or jam a couple of times
Right.
anyway.
Yeah. All right, looks like there will be a couple players starting in the penalty box as we begin our second half here. One for Arc Valley and two for Sin City.
Sometimes you just have to go sit in the box and think
Yep.
about what you did wrong so you can do it again and not get caught, right?
Oh, yeah. All right, rolling whistle starts this half. All right, both jammers on that inside at the jam line. Tonka with a big push.
Doom Buggy getting sent out and recycled by Killer Bee.
All right, lead still open as both jammers are by turn number one. Doom Buggy fighting. I believe that shook me all night.
Doom Buggy busts through first. Lead jammer. It looks like the pack fell apart. Doom Buggy, lead jammer for Sin City.
All right, Tonka trying to get through, but brought out and has to be recycled back behind the Sin City blockers.
Doom Buggy takes a couple of big hits right on the inside.
And Doom Buggy
Doom
calls
Buggy.
that off. I believe that, yeah, they did get all 4 points.
Doom Buggy's team members were yelling, "Call it, call it, call it."
Yeah. Sometimes you get tunnel vision as a jammer, especially when you want to get that last point, but able to get the point and call it off before Tonka could come around.
Number 301, Lethal Intention, wearing the star for Sin City.
They're up against 719 of Arc Valley.
That's Swiss Missile.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
Swiss Missile decides to live up to her name, shoots through the pack,
Yeah,
picks up lead jammer.
a lot of speed around that track to go on their scoring run. Coming in with a lot of speed, straight on through. 4 points for Swiss Missile.
Wow, that was a really exciting jam, very
Yeah.
fast.
All right, Ravage, number 24 for Arc Valley against Paula, 187 in white for Sin City. All right, both teams are starting up at that pivot line. Arc Valley starting with a blocker in the penalty box. And
Ravage giving Paula a good block right off the line. Paula looking for some help, looking for a hole, and makes it through. Lead jammer.
189 of Sin City, that is Bon Jovi. Yeah, they've been doing some great blocking today, and they've been holding Ravage back on this jam. A lot of good one-on-one blocking by Bon Jovi. Howla trying to find a way through a whole lot of bodies. Ravage finds a hole on the inside and gets through. Howla try to put up some points. Shook me all night with a strong hit against Paula.
Paula calls it off from the floor.
Shook me all night's been playing really good, both as a jammer and as a blocker. Strong skater for Arc Valley.
Number 555, Wormhole, wearing the star for Sin City.
Against Tonka, number 2525 of Arc Valley. All right, both teams lined up right at that jam line. So the jammers have to shove their way through to get that lead position.
Tonka gets recycled and caught up in a Sin City tripod. They are not letting Tonka through. As number 555, Wormhole, breaks through lead jammer for Sin City.
Tonka now through the pack. Wormhole comes around on their scoring pass, gets 2, gets 3. That can't get quite by Virus, but does get 3 points up there.
Does a little pirouette and calls off the jam. Number 19, Ziggy Star Crush out there jamming for Sin City.
And Swiss Missile back out. Had a nice, quick, fast run the last time they had the Jam Star, so let's see what they do this time.
They had so much fun the first time, they decided to do it again.
Oh. All right, both jammers attacking the pack now. Swiss Missile bouncing back and forth and finds a way through. Now coming back, whole lot of speed. On their scoring run.
Oh, Sin City tries to stop Swiss Missile and can't even.
Yeah,
4 points picked up by Swiss Missile for Arc Valley High Rollers, lead jammer.
all right. Sin City this time a little bit more prepared for Swiss Missile to come through and halts them up at the turn number 1. Meanwhile, Ziggy, I believe, still on there trying to get their initial pass.
I believe you are right.
Yep. Does get through.
Looks like it was a start pass. What, maybe?
Oh, yeah, I believe may have distracted Arc Valley with attempting a start pass and then decided to keep it. Yeah. Which is a good strategy as a jammer. Sometimes if you can get the other team's attention on someone else, that allows you a little bit of space to get through.
Doom Buggy out there, number 96 for Sin City.
Yeah, Tonka now right back out. They've been doing a lot of jamming this second half here. Sin City blockers draw back to try to hold back Tonka, but Tonka muscles through.
Saw some good blocking there from Blue Falcon, who was on the mic earlier.
Oh. Oh, strong hit by Tonka to get through the Sin City pack. Puts up 4, calls it off.
Blocks out the jammer for Sin City. And Arc Valley High Rollers calling for a timeout.
Yeah, Arc Valley's been putting up some points, but Sin City is also, you know, even if you just put up 4 points at a time, that still just, you know, keeps you in the lead.
It does. Current score, Sin City Roller Derby 112, Arc Valley High Rollers 69. Nice.
Snarky Malarkey with the Jam Star for Sin City for the first time in this game.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Check out Salsa de Maples. Salsa, am I saying that right? Salsa de Maples? It doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
Individual bags of chips and containers of salsa. And Tortured Truffles. Home-based, cottage-licensed chocolate and candy shop. It's located in West Valley City.
All right, Shook Me All Night. It will be the jammer for Arc Valley. So Arc Valley, I mean, this game is still within their grasp to take that lead. There is plenty of time left in the second half. Oh, official timeout being called.
Oh, time for a zebra conference. It's going to be a long weekend. They have to take a lot of breaks.
Well, you want to make sure all the numbers and paperwork is straight, so all the teams get the points that they earned and all of that good stuff.
You're so positive about this. I think they just want a break. Look, if you can't make fun of the officials, who can you make fun of? The announcers. You can make fun of the announcers.
All right, rolling whistle. We're back up. So this will start jam number 7. Both jammers start up, so maybe you'll take a see their approach into this pack. Going up the middle, but swinging to the outside. Oh,
Snarky Malarkey gets it on the outside.
yeah. That's Bon Jovi sacrificing their body to try to bring out Shook Me All Night, but they went down into the ground, so.
Snarky Malarkey calling off that jam. Whole lot of skaters almost in the benches over there. That's why we don't let children sit at the front. If you're an adult, you sit at the front, you get a skate to the face. Well, that's your choice.
Yep.
You should have insurance to deal with your dental work after that.
Oh.
Which really, children bounce back so much quicker. Just
That
make a
is
line of
true,
children there.
yeah. Get some scars, have cool stories.
Yeah. Got this one in the roller derby wars of 05. I know somebody who got scars in 05 from the original roller derby wars.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of elbows to the face back then, I think.
I believe it was a skater to a pole, if I remember correctly, back in Austin.
Yeah. All right, so 2 blockers for Sin City will be starting in the box. Also 2 defenders as well for Arc Valley. So, or no, 1 defender for Arc Valley. They'll be their pivot starting in the box.
So kind of a light pack out there.
Yeah. However, we do have a power start in favor of Sin City.
Number 301, Lethal Intention. And Lethal Intention gets some assists from the blockers from Sin City and breaks it through first. Lead jammer will break through because it's a power jam.
Yeah.
Lead jammer.
Now we have 3-3 blockers out there.
Lethal
Nice.
Intention finds an opening on the inside, tiptoes right through.
Yeah, they look so calm as they go around the track, but they just keep putting up these points and making it look so good and graceful.
Pack falling apart, and they have to let Lethal Intention through. Arc Valley throws her hands up and says, "Fine." Shook Me All Night now on the track.
Lethal Injection on the outside, calls that off. Looks like they were able to pull up 3 points on that last run.
Couple of big falls there, but some great sportsmanship by number 86, Dreadful, making sure that Tonka was okay after that big hit. Number 555, Wormhole, wearing the star for Sin City.
And, 2 blockers again starting in the box for Sin City. So the jammer switches to defense, but Swiss Missile, fast feet, able to just rocket on through there.
Oh, one well-named skater.
Yes. Again, not slowing down, dips in, gets past 4 points.
I wonder if Swiss Missile is really Swiss. Swiss Missile is definitely a missile, so
Yeah,
timeout being requested by Sin City. Check out Blood, Sweat, and Roller Derby, edgy derby apparel created by amazing members of BSR. Custom designs from Hills, a local tattoo artist from Salt Lake City and former skater. They've got comfortable shirts and sweatshirts for anyone who's a roller derby fan. That's Blood, Sweat, and Roller Derby, one of our vendors here this weekend. And of course, Of course, Pit Viper, a popular eyewear brand based right here in Salt Lake City. Known for bold, colorful designs that cater to outdoor enthusiasts and adventure seekers. Pit Viper's unique presence has made it a favorite among athletes and casual wearers alike.
Another one of our vendors here today, Spellbound Finds, brings a little bit of magic to the merch table with handcrafted earrings, spell oils, and mystical self-care goods. Each piece is made to enchant and empower, perfect for book lovers, magic makers, and anyone who wants their style to cast a spell.
Number 19, Ziggy Star Crush out there wearing the star for Sin City.
Shook me all night for Arc Valley. Nice move to the outside.
Oh.
It shook me all night, but it stops, switches to go back in. Ziggy Star Crush getting held up by Arc Valley's tripod.
Shook Me breaks through first. Lead Jammer shook me all night for Arc Valley High Rollers.
Now on their scoring run is Shook Me All Night.
Oh, looks like Tonka going to the penalty box.
Being held up, a really good job by the defense of Sin City.
Arc Valley calls off that jam after picking up 2 points. Nothing picked up that time by Sin City. Current score 123-75. Sin City in the lead.
All right, we have Paula in white going against Ravage in black. Sin City's blockers starting right up at that jam line. Only 2 blockers out for Arc Valley at the start of this jam.
Number 24, Ravage caught up by Sin City, all the blockers.
That is Paula on through for lead. Forearm called. Well, looks like a couple players going to the box, but Ravage is through. Nice move. Big wide opening there for Paula to just skate on through.
Paula calls off the jam after picking up 4 points on that trip through.
Looks there may be only one blocker out there for Arc Valley starting this one off. They do have a jammer though, and it is Swiss Missile.
Smart move to send out Swiss Missile.
Oh, and no, Tonka as pivot is out there to join Shook Me All Night.
Number 96, Doombucky jamming for Sin City.
Thought I saw an official timeout being called, but no. Game on, and Swiss Missile through.
Doombucky makes a little hop on the outside and breaks through as well.
Swiss Missile's got a lot of speed, can score some points here.
Whoa.
Nice. See if they got all of them. Yes, they did. Oh, no, 3 rather.
3 points for Arc Valley.
Looks like one of the Sin City blockers is able to speed ahead. Not become a point for Swiss Missile. Power Jam advantages. I don't think we've called too many. So they're Power Jam advantages. I don't think we've called too many. So their jammers have been doing a really good job of keeping penalty free.
Ravage got caught up in a little bit of thick air there, but stayed on their feet.
All right, Lethal Intention back out. Moves to the inside. Goes up on some toe stops, trying to dance around. Ravage calls that one off. After 8, looks like 9 points total put up by Ravage.
Arc Valley chipping away at that Sin City lead. Current score 127-87. Sin City ahead.
16 minutes and 36 seconds on the game clock.
If Arc Valley keeps doing what they did, they could take this still.
Arc Valley has only one more team timeout to use. They still have their official review as well. So may have to strategize a little bit on how to use those last 2 timeouts.
Arc Valley joining us from the Arkansas River Valley and beyond. I also have that they're from Salida, Colorado. So
Yeah.
or Salida.
Yeah, looks like they have some teammates that commute 2+ hours for every practice.
That's wild, and that is
Yeah.
dedication.
I used to have to drive about an hour to get here, and that was exhausting.
I have to drive like 5 minutes, and I'm
Oh.
like, ugh.
Well, yeah, now it's only a 10-minute drive for me, but man.
Please do go buy some raffle tickets. We've got 3 baskets, a skater basket, a summer basket, and a local basket. You do not have to be here to win, but you do need to leave some contact info, and you have to come back here to the depot to get your winnings if you win. Number 30, Shook Me All Night on the line for Ark Valley High Rollers.
Yeah, they have not spent too much time off the track this game. They're
No.
either playing defense or jamming.
Number 555, Wormhole
Wormhole
jamming.
finds it through.
Lead jammer, Wormhole for Sin City.
Yeah, Snarky Malarkey with a nice hit against Shook Me All Night to knock them on the inside, knock them out on the inside. Wormhole on their scoring run. Around turn number 2. Looking to get by. Got a solid tripod, but is pushing, spreading them out. One more blocker. There it is. 4 points for Wormhole. Now Shook Me All Night trying to weave in and out and back and forth across that track to get through Sin City.
Wormhole, once again, meets their name at right where it is. Makes a wormhole right through that pack.
Yeah, there did not look like there's a lot of space for them, but they are able to swing on through. We do have a star pass. That is Tonka now with the star for Ark Valley. Wormhole fighting for some points. Calls it off.
Blocks out Tonka.
Yeah. Oh, 1 point by Tonka before that was called off. Good job by Tonka to get around that track.
Looks like 10 points picked up from Wormhole.
Yeah.
137-88, Sin City. Got number 19, Ziggy Star Crush on the line for Sin City.
All right, we are halfway through this second half of the game, so only 15 minutes left. Both teams starting right up at that pivot line. Again with some nice speed. Swiss Missile. Yeah. I believe they've gotten lead every time they've jammed.
I believe they have.
Now hitting hard against that tripod.
Takes down a member, the pivot.
And looks like a forearm call sends the Sin City Jammer to the box. So Swiss Missile with a big opportunity here to rack up some points for Ark Valley.
I think Ark Valley has a great idea to send Swiss Missile out there and then get a power jam. Like you can plan that.
Yeah.
Swiss Missile calls it off.
Yeah.
4 points for Ark Valley High Rollers. What is it? How? Apparently, Swiss Missile's name is spelled wrong. Sorry about that. Hopefully, we're saying it right.
Yeah. All right, Shook Me All Night. Back out as jammer for Ark Valley. Nice move.
Nice pirouette there. Picks up
Yeah.
lead jammer.
Now Ziggy Star Crush back out. So Shook Me All Night taking advantage of that power start to get lead. Now scoring some points on through. But Ziggy Star Crush now makes their initial pass. See what Shook Me All Night can do on their second scoring run.
Ark Valley High Rollers breaks the century mark, 100 points.
Skates outside. And calls that off. Okay, looks like no penalty assessed. I didn't see them get hit out before they called that off, but. Oh, official review now being called. That's may be called because of that last moment of that jam.
Could be.
Oh, no official review. Sin City just going to let that one go. They do have a 37-point lead.
Number 187, Paula on the line for Sin City. Looks like the Arc Valley Jammer starting in the box.
Yeah. So yes, there was a penalty called on this. So yeah, if you get hit out of bounds, you can call it off, but you cannot just skate out of bounds and call off the jam.
Ah.
Yep.
Paula picks up lead jammer. Power jam. Paula.
Now Paula sizing up. Oh, nice tandem blocking. Good reforming by Arc Valley, but Paula pushes their way past Ravage to get their 4 points. Shook Me All Night now back out there, attacking the Sin City wall. Nice move on the inside. Hops gets Shook Me All Night through, but Paula is right back out. Has 4 points scored and is going to call that one off.
Doom Buggy wearing the star for Sin City, number 96.
Swiss Missile back out for Arc Valley. All right, game is on.
I see it's missing the eye, the second eye in missile. Sorry about that.
All right, but Doom Buggy with lead. That breaks a Swiss Missile streak of getting lead. Tonka now with the star pass. Oh, nice move by Doom Buggy. Stays in bounds. Getting their hips past all the defenders.
And that is what you have to do. You've got to get your hips in front to get the point, right?
Right, yeah. Your hips have to be past the other player to get the point. So if your shoulders are past them, that doesn't count. You need to have your hips past. Shook Me All Night right back out on the track. Going to the outside, but no, blocked by number 86 of Sin City.
Lethal Intention jamming for Sin City. Breaks through first lead jammer.
Yeah, Dreadpool with a big save there to keep Shook Me All Night from getting lead. Lethal Injection with lead on a scoring run. Calls that one off.
Which of course is always a good Timeout being requested by Arc Valley.
Yeah, that is their final team timeout. They still have their official review available to them. We are in the last 9 minutes and 34 seconds in this game.
50-point lead by Sin City, 150 to 100.
It's definitely something you can regroup from within 9 minutes, but really have to try to keep those Sin City jammers from just getting those 4 8-point jams, that just keep extending their lead just that little bit at a time. So there hasn't really been too many big blowout jams here in this game, other than that.
Yeah,
there was a 20-point one earlier, but other than that, it's kind of been all single digits for the most part.
Yep. Please do check out our vendors: Marzano Pizza Company, Blood, Sweat, and Roller Derby, Salsa de Maples, Torture Truffles, and Speed Bumps booth. Oh, also, and Must Be Nuts and Spellbound. Spellbound finds.
Wormhole. Against Killer B. I don't believe I've seen Killer B with a star.
No.
Yeah.
Wormhole looking for some way to teleport through. Gets sent back and recycled.
Killer B powers through for lead. Have a lot of strength there as they push through that wall. Now on their scoring run. Wormhole trying to get by Ravage. Shook Me All Night. Stops him, though. Nice job.
Wormhole gets recycled, and the Killer Bee breaks through and calls off that jam.
Yeah, it was a great job. Ravage slowed him down. That allowed Shook Me All Night time to catch up and knock them out of bounds. So great defensive play by those two.
4 points picked up by Arc Valley High Rollers.
All right, Swiss Missile back out against Ziggy Star Crush. Named after what I think is the best David Bowie album, so.
I'm a Glass Spider fan myself.
Nice on through his Swiss Missile. Nice cut to the inside to get on by. Good toe stop run by Ziggy Star Crush. Gets them through the pack on their scoring run is Swiss Missile. Gets their 4 points, calls it off.
It wasn't called Glass Spider. No, I can't remember what that album was called. Never Let Me Down. I'm the only person in the world for whom that is their favorite David Bowie album.
All right, Shook Me All Night up against Paula. And maybe some signaling going on between the blockers and Jammer there for Sin City.
Looked like it.
See what they do here. Paula's on through, but no, Shook Me All Night on the inside. Gets lead.
Paula tried some tricky footwork, but it did not work.
Looks like they're trying to follow one of their blockers on through for some offense right off the bat, but Arc Valley is successfully able to shut that down. Now Shook Me All Night with 4 points. Paula on a scoring run. See what Shook Me All Night decides to do.
It's like Shook Me is trying some...
Good hit by Bon Jovi. Yeah, Bon Jovi with a hit at the end there to halt Shook Me All Night's momentum. We forced them to call that one off before Paula could put some points on the board.
Arc Valley carving into that Sin City lead. 114 Arc Valley, 152 Sin City. That is a smaller lead than they had before. Tonka towing the line for Arc Valley High Rollers.
All right. Doom Buggy out there for Sin City. Tonka, hard to stop when they get some momentum going, but it looks like Sin City blockers are trying to regroup, but cannot quite get there. Lead.
Tonka breaks through first, lead Jammer.
All right, but Doom Buggy is right back out, so this will see what Tonka can do. Smashes through the wall.
And then calls it off.
Yeah.
Great strategery. 4 points picked up there by Tonka. Another 4 points cut into that Sin City league.
Yeah, and even those 4-0 jams, they can really cut that lead up, but we are getting close to our final 5 minutes here. So Arc Valley's got to shut out Sin City, and that has been quite the challenge to do.
Number 30, Shook Me All Night, jamming for Arc Valley.
Yeah, Lethal Intention out there for Sin City.
Lethal Intention having a hard time with the blockers from Arc Valley.
Lead goes to Lethal Intention. Shook Me All Night. They've been playing hard all game.
They are getting shaken up out there by the pack.
That looks like Bon Jovi going to the penalty box for a direction call.
Sin City picks up 4 points. They do have lead jammer in Lethal Intention.
Now Lethal Intention on through, trying one more to beat. Nice move to get by Ravage and pick up 4 points.
8 points this jam. taking that lead back. Yeah, and another through for Lethal Intention, and another 4 points.
They have such a calm jamming style, but they put up so many points like any time they're out.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Like, kind of cool as a cucumber, just sort of like out for a Saturday skate stroll.
All right, we do have an official review being called by Arc Valley, so that will be their last time that they can stop the clock unless they retain this official review. So all the officials and captains and coaches gather in the middle to talk this over.
Check out Salt Lake Roller Derby booth at Pride Festival, June 7th and 8th. Got a bunch of Pride themed things coming up.
Yes.
The Wasatch Pride bout, June 28th.
We have our Pride theme bout, Crash Course graduation bout, and a Uinta home team bout on the 21st. Doors open at 5:30. Let's kind of get a nice doubleheader game there. That's pretty cool.
And if you feel like checking out Moab in July over Independence Day, BSR organized a multi-game event in Moab, Utah. Red, White, and Bruised Moab mashup. Sounds like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you plan on attending and staying overnight, bring your paddleboard, too. They usually do a paddleboard on the Colorado River there, so.
I feel like there's a missed opportunity to call it Red Rock and Bruised.
Right. yeah.
What do I know?
It always takes place over July 4th weekend or around that time period.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Of course, in September, got a crash course. Info night is on September 1st. Crash course starts September 17th, 2025, right here at the Derby Depot in Salt Lake City. Once again, thanks to everybody who is tuning in from online, watching your home teams. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and our crash courses are 10 weeks long. Bring you to learning the rules of Derby all the way up to getting your own crash course graduation game.
Got some great comments on the live stream. Bon Jovi for Pope 2025.
They've been having a strong game as a blocker out there for Sin City.
They've got a whole bunch of fans online and a lot of fans for Dune Buggy.
All right, so Arc Valley trying to get a high block called, but that penalty was denied them, so they lose their official review. So Arc Valley has no more timeouts that they can use in this game.
Got number 555 Wormhole up against Swiss Missile.
Swiss Missile with their customary speed right out the gate gets lead. Wormhole, though, is right on through. Swiss Missile with a nice dip to get by.
Swiss Missile calls out the jam with 4 points for Arc Valley High Rollers. That was a very nice move.
Yeah. Just able to get low and get right on through those defenders.
Ziggy Star Crush once again wearing the star for Sin City. Number 30, Shook Me All Night, jamming for Arc Valley High Rollers. Jammers off the line.
Me All Night tries to take that outside, but is stopped.
Sent way out.
Lead still open, so both jammers trying their best to push on through at turn number 2 now. Wormhole being brought back a little bit, having to try again. Shook Me All Night is through for lead.
Shook Me All Night was having quite a bit of trouble with blocker from Sin City. Unfortunately, I cannot see that person's number. Oh, it was number 918.
Yeah,
Bon
Bon
Jovi.
Jovi, yeah.
Indeed. Doing some hard work out there.
Wormhole on through. Shook Me All Night. Regrouping, trying to go past. Gets their hips past Sharky Malarkey and calls it off. 3 points for Shook Me All Night on that last run.
2 minutes left to go. 164 Sin City, 125 Ark Valley High Rollers.
So maybe one or two jams left in this game. Ravage back out there. Another one who's having a pretty good game is both jammer and blocker.
And going up against number 187, Paula.
Both attacking the balls.
Ravage finds an opening on the outside.
Yeah, it is Ravage with lead. Paula was taken out at turn number 1 and now is back up on their feet trying to push on through. And the jam is called off.
Paula is still on the ground. It looks like we might have a medical.
Yeah, they've been having a great game, so.
They've been really pushing hard, so with 1 minute left, they are probably very tired. This is a very physical game, and it is not a game without danger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 89 seconds left. Sin City with a pretty commanding lead, but you know, you definitely want to keep fighting all the way through this. You want to get that point spread as wide as you can. Every point counts. Every point matters.
Don't like to see the possibility of an injury this early in the weekend because, of course, Paula is going to have some more games to play. So,
Right.
and but once again, we cannot do this without the medics. They make it possible. Keep us safe. Take care of us if we aren't. I was announcing a game once when the only person who went to medical was me.
Sure, there's a story behind that.
I don't remember what I did. I jaked up my finger or something. It was really stupid. And Paula skating over to the medical bench.
Yeah, so able to get up and skate off. So that's always good to see. Hopefully they can recover.
Yeah.
Yeah, so be a little while before Sin City has another game here. So hopefully we can see Paula suit up for that one.
Number 96 Doom Buggy on the line for Sin City.
Yeah, Obsidian for Ark Valley. Both teams forming up at that pivot line. This may be the last jam of the game. We'll see who gets lead if they decide to run out the clock or not.
Obsidian bouncing Doom Buggy around, but Doom Buggy now dealing with a wall of blue. But breaks through first, lead jammer, Doom Buggy. Sin City Roller Derby.
Yeah, they control the clock as lead jammer, so this is up to them as we get down to our final minute. So now both teams really hard defenses to get through, but it is Doom Buggy. Slow and steady, but able to get on through.
4 points for Doom Buggy at Sin City Roller Derby.
Now Obsidian is through. See if Doom Buggy calls this one off. We do have less than 30 seconds left, though, and Ark Valley does not have any more timeouts, so this may go down unless Sin City decides to call a timeout. We'll see what their strategy is here.
And
yeah.
that's the game.
Yeah.
Waiting on an official score.
Yeah, it's 170 to 125 with Sin City.
That's the unofficial score. We'll
Yeah.
get a final score.
And there it is. That's the rolling whistle. We have an official score of 170 to 125. So great game by Sin City.
That really was an excellent game. Both
Yeah.
teams worked very hard.
Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth there at the beginning, but then Sin City was able to get momentum, getting a lot of leads, and they were able to string that points out in their favor for the rest of the game. But Ark Valley was always in this one.
So we'll be picking this back up at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, we have Word going up against Idaho. So Wasatch Roller Derby, Midnight Terror, going up against our another visiting team here, a combination of Idaho and Wyoming skaters.
And for Utah Roller Derby, I'm Lulu